Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida of Twin Flame RX, and it is Monday, September 25th, 2017, and I'm here with some daily inspiration for you on your Twin Flame journey. I want to start out with that very positive affirmation there from my Louise Hey I Can Do It calendar. It says, I am a joyous, creative expression of life. So I want you to remember that. You are joyous, you are creative, you're an expression of life. No matter what stage of your Twin Flame journey you're on, you're here listening to this or watching this YouTube video, and you're a beautiful piece of the puzzle here on planet Earth. So rejoice in that. Be grateful. Every day should start off where you're thankful that you're alive, because life is beautiful. Life is what you make it. So no matter what's going on with your twin flame right now, just remember that you are a joyous, creative expression of life, all in your own self, all by yourself. So we're going to now look at the Sonia Choquette Uplifting Prayers to light your way, to choose, divinely guided by Spirit, a prayer that will help us today. So I'm just going to open up to one. All right, so the prayer here is accomplishing my dreams now. Holy Mother, Father, God, divine loving light and heart of the universe, we humbly ask for your blessing and grace to help us organize our lives around our true goals instead of trying to squeeze them into our overbooked lives. Please help us commit to doing something we love every day with the same reliability with which we do what we must. Please send in the angels to help us create our heart's desire now instead of deferring our dreams to meet our obligations. We thank you in advance with our whole heart and soul for answering our prayers, and we look forward to a more balanced life. Amen, and with infinite gratitude. So I was just thinking about that myself, so that really resonates with me that, I haven't been working in my full-time job, that fell away as part of this journey, and I'm just so much more balanced and happy now with what I'm doing here. Okay, so if you don't already know, I have a Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and Tumblr now. I started that yesterday, account that you can follow. You can also come to me for private sessions in the 2 links below, or order a private video reading. So I'm available for Twin Flames. I am a Twin Flame myself, if you didn't know. My beloved and I are in we have united in the past and dated. Then we separated, then we came back together and we separated. So we're now separated, but we have been trying recently to, start over again. It's just maybe is not exactly the right time. I feel like we still have some things we need to work out individually, but I don't see that we will have too much longer. But I can't really, all I could say is that we're working toward full physical union now. We started this YouTube channel, it's almost a year in November, together. So, he is the one who kind of awoke me to my mission, but I've been on the ascension path since I was born, but mainly since I was 5 years ago in 2012 was a real big wake-up call after the near-death experience. But I've had psychic abilities and claircognizance from birth, and developed those abilities further in my teens, and started actually helping clients in my 20s with doing readings for them online mostly. Helped over 6,000 clients on one site that I remember getting readings from. But basically, I've been doing this for a long time with the tarot and my intuition. 2 cards came out of the deck, so we're going to look at those as some overall energy. I just wanted to use this, what is it called? The Native American Vision Quest Tarot by Jose and Winter, just to give us some energy for today. So those are overall energy. We'll also look at the bottom of the deck, the ones that fell out. So the bottom of the deck says Spiritual Warrior. Wow, so that's definitely what we are as Twin Flames. We are light workers, we're spiritual warriors, we might be starseeds, we're angelics. We're here for a purpose, to bring the collective consciousness, raise it up a level. So we have been awoken before the masses, basically, and we're here to help them understand what's going on. And we're fighting for this collective awakening at this point. We're trying to get humanity to awaken to the possibilities of living in a love filled world, a world of what we call the fifth dimension, where there's unconditional love for each other, and no more wars and fighting and misunderstandings. Because if we all thought and acted from our hearts, the world would be a much better place. And it starts with you individually, you and your union. And I mean, I need to occasionally think about what I do individually with my beloved, because but I also am purging some things for our union and for the collective. So I know that this weekend I had a roller coaster of events happen between myself and him. We were supposed to get together, and then we had some arguments, and the dark side came out of both of us. But now there's peace. There's peace and quiet, and hopefully that will help us get into a greater state of harmony. And that's going to happen in your unions as well. All right, so we have two other energy cards. We have the Two of Earth. That tells us that in the physical there's going to be a change, and we see the sun and moon, kind of reminding us that just recently the sun and moon had crossed each other with that total solar eclipse. So that brought about a lot of change for us twin flames and light workers. And we're experiencing those changes as we speak. And then we have the spirit guide coming up. So I feel like this message is letting us know that we need to really tune in to our higher selves and let our higher selves guide our actions. So, we're on our journey, we're moving forward. We have a higher self, which is connected to the divine, that is the divine spark of our being, because on this physical, we're a physical and emotional body, but we also have that energetic connection to the divine and our beloved. But then everything is energy that we perceive, and the energy is the spiritual plane, or our spirit guide, so our higher selves. So we need to tap into that. Ask your higher self every day what you should be doing. What are the steps that you in the physical aspect of yourself need to take? And also try to calm and quiet your mind. So that's what I've been trying to do myself more, is to think with my heart instead of my ego mind. So to try to leave my ego out of the picture, and what do I really feel in my heart is the best and the right thing to do. And that is what the steps that I am guided to take are then. And hopefully you will resonate with that, and that will guide you in some way on your journey in the upcoming days. All right, so what I want to do also is I'm going to cut the deck into 3 piles, and then we're going to do a Divine Feminine energy card for today. We keep getting this, Ace of Earth. So the Divine Feminine is experiencing a true new beginning in the earth plane, or in the physical realm. Aces mean new beginnings. Earth obviously is our physical existence. You see the corn with the husks, and you see the powerful display of beginning of beautiful manifestations. The Divine Masculine energy, wow, is beautiful. The Two of Love Water, or the Two of Water Love. So you see 2 streams of water that are combining into one with the 2 hands touching. That's what the Divine Masculine's energy is. Even the weekly reading said the Divine Masculine, or showed the Divine Masculine to be in a union vibe, and wanting that and desiring that and trying to figure out how to make that happen. So as Divine Feminines, whoever is watching, if you're Divine Feminine, what you need to do is realize this is time for a new beginning. Whatever happened in the past with your beloved, that is in the past. So what you need to do is just see what happens, go with the flow. So here we have water flowing. Go with that flow. Let the Divine Masculine take the lead in bringing the 2 of you together. That's what they'd like to do. They still have that urge, if they are the masculine, who carries a little bit more of that yang energy, to move things forward, and the yin is the receiver. So this isn't going back to that book on dating called The Rules, but you could gain some wisdom from that, because in that book it does say, if a man calls a woman, let's say, and this doesn't have to be man, woman, but if the masculine, who could be a man or a woman, calls the feminine, who could be a man or a woman, the yang is the doer. So that person that has more of that yang energy should be the one pursuing, should be the one calling, should be the one making the dates. And then the yin is the one who receives it and says, oh, I'm available that day, or I'm not available that day. And then you could move forward, with that date. But if it doesn't work out, and if you have to reschedule, then let the masculine be the one to come back and reschedule, unless it was your fault and you're letting them know, I'll let you know when I'm free. Things like that. It's like there is this imbalance that's going on because of insecurity with the divine feminine, mostly, who are chasers, or whoever's in the chaser mode. They get insecure. They can't wait until the divine masculine, or whoever the runner, quote unquote, is. They can't wait until that contact comes, so they make a contact, and then they throw the whole situation out of balance. So I'm just suggesting that in the next week or 2 or 3, that you just kind of, like, if you're the divine feminine, or if you're the person that was always pursuing, whoever that is, just lay back, relax, take a breather, work on yourself, and then let the divine masculine energy, that counterpart, come to you, because they do desire this union. That's what they want. But they want to kind of, I don't want to say control, but they're directing, and they're divinely guided as well, to direct the pace of the union. So whatever that means for you. But what I'm just suggesting is that if you're the divine feminine, you get into the yin energy of receiving, and the divine masculine gets into the yang energy of being the giver, the doer, the more active of the energies. Okay, until you balance out fully, when you're in harmonious union, you will have balanced that completely. All right, so this is the energy for both of the beloveds, and it's a moon reversed. So the moon usually is all about the shadow side of your existence, the things that are hidden coming to the light or staying hidden. But when it's reversed, yes, they are going to come to the light. So things that have been hidden in your union, I believe, are going to be uprooted very soon. So if you've been lying to yourself or your beloved, or if they've been lying to themselves or lying to you, those things are going to come out into the open for the both of you to deal with. So, dealing with that either by having a talk about it, or dealing with it energetically. But either way, those things are going to come out, and they have to be cleared, and then they have to be transmuted, and then they have to be, when they're transmuted, they're healed, because they're changed into a higher vibrational state, and not really affecting the union in a negative way any longer. But these are things that would have affected the union in a negative way, now coming to light, so that they can be cleared out of the union space. Because if they're cleared out of the union space, then that will make room for new energies to flow in, which are more positive, and which will bring the two into a more harmonious balance. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is also pull an oracle card. I have the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins cards here. Some of them are reversed, but we'll read them in the upright position if they get chosen. So I'm going to divinely guided pull one for each of the counterparts and one for the union. All right, so masculine, feminine, and then union. Okay, so we'll do the masculine first. The divine masculine has make a wish. So if you could do this if you're divine feminine, because you also have masculine energy, and let the masculine energy within you make a wish, because that's the doer energy. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and then enjoy its manifestation. Okay, so the divine feminine, let's see what divine feminine needs to at this time break free. It says try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So you can do this on your own, and you see one dolphin, you don't see a pair. So this means break free of whatever you thought the union was supposed to be, whatever the traditional relationship paradigm is that you thought that you would have with your beloved. It's going to be different than that. So try to break free from that thinking and try new things on your own. Just be happy. And the union energy is worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways and that you're not alone. And also, this is interesting that the moons are coming up because we have a full moon coming. Can't remember the exact date, but I'm sure I'm going to talk about it in my next reading, and we'll do a reading on that date as well, or for that date. Lastly, I'm choosing an Archangel Michael card just to kind of round out and end this reading. So Archangel Michael is the protector of twin flames, lightworkers, and divine unions and partnerships. So Archangel Michael wants us to know to be gentle with yourself during this time. So we're going to end with this little incantation to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please guide us in treating ourselves with gentle, nurturing love in everything we think, speak, feel, and do. Help us to know that we deserve this compassion. We release any feelings of guilt to you that we may experience and find lasting inner peace. All right, so now I'm sending you some Reiki healings so that you may nurture yourself today and always, so that you may get yourself into the highest vibrations and experience the joy of living, which will